Hi everyone, my name is Leslie Ray, and I'm here tonight with you for Prima Live. Is everybody ready? I'm going to show you about this lovely book. This is what we're going to do tonight. It's a Steampunk mini, and it's very chunky. As you can see, it's filled with lots and lots of wonderful Prima from the Craftsman collection, and then some extra stuff because when I was making our project, the flowers are not going to be released until a little bit later, and so with the help of the fabulous Carrie, I was able to match up some flowers that look really gorgeous with this, and I think we will really, really like it. So, but anyway, what I would like to do is give just a minute or two and then go ahead and start showing you some of the really cool flowers. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I have been streaming since June of last year regularly. I have my own Ustream channel, and I had gotten a lot of help from Miss Carrie getting that set up so that when I'm talking to you, I can see and answer the questions you have almost simultaneously. It's wonderful. And she's been a great mentor for me, and I really appreciated it. And so I was filling her in on how my show had been doing and what I had been doing, and told her, would love to do this one day. And she said, well, come play with us. And so I said, yay. And I'm very excited to be here because I love Prima products, and I love watching all the Prima girls and Drew do their shows. And so it's a great honor for me to be here. So I hope I inspire you and give you something good to leave with. So, well, thank you, Carrie. I feel very lucky to be here. So my name is Leslie Ray. Leslie Ray is the whole first name. I was born in the South, and yes, Leslie Ray is the whole shooting match. I do have a middle name and a maiden name and a last name, and because Leslie Ray is so long, we just go by Leslie Ray. Just run it all together. So Mama can fill you in on the rest of them. P.S. Harris in the room is my mommy, and I do call her mommy. And then several of my streaming buddies from the Odd Show, which is another show that I do with a group of people, kind of a consortium of crafters, is Paper Mood, who's fab, and my buddy Dawn, who is Morning Glass. There she is. And then, of course, my design team buddies and stuff are in here too. Yes, Mommy. Mommy is P.S. Harris. It's I think it's Southern. I don't know. She's always been Mommy. I've always been Leslie Ray. She's always been Mommy. So, you have a mommy too. So, but that's a little bit about me. I am on several design teams. One of them is the Viva Las Vegas Stamps, which has the wonderful tape that I use called Miracle Tape. Another one is a digital stamp company, which is Digital Delights, and love digi stuff as well. And I'm also on the Sakura Hobby Crafts team, and been doing that for a while, and on the Altered Pages design team, which does all kinds of cool stuff with altered art and digital collage images. So that's a little bit about me. I want to show you the book and show you the products we're going to use. So book first or products? I say products first and then the book. I know where my heat gun is. My heat gun's right here. So just in case you know. If you're watching this back on the replay, I'm talking to the people over here for me. So if you see me kind of look this way, you're not going to be looking at me very much longer. But if you see me look over there, I'm talking to people. I'm not talking to myself. I promise. So anyway, let's look at the products. And it's a long list of products. So I'm going to move the camera down if you're ready. Okay, here we are. And I think we're crooked, but we'll find out soon enough. Alrighty. For this book, I am using the Craftsman collection. And the Craftsman collection has many more papers than this, but these are the ones that I am choosing to use. This piece is called Tools of the Trade, and they have two sides to them. It's a beautiful weight of cardstock, and this one has like all these wonderful little drawings and stuff. And then on this side is another piece that's got more blues and grays in it and some really pretty aquas. Tools of the Trade. We'll love this piece. For other pages in here, I'm using Architect out of the collection. I love this paper. I love the blues in there. But this one is probably my favorite. You see all the reds in the corner and stuff. Gorgeous paper. And then for the cover, I'm using this nice, lovely steampunky one. It's got a big, what do you call those? Hot air balloon down there on the side. And a smaller one also over here. Lots of neat little stars and stuff. Lots of things you can do with this. This forms our cover and also another one of our pocket pages. It's called Mechanic. And then it's got all these really cool gears and chains and all that kind of stuff going on. Yes, love these pages. Very distressed, very grungy. When I learned that I got to use something new, I was like, oh yeah, I'm using Craftsman. And then this one's a lot of fun. This is their engineer page, and it's got two 6x6 pieces down here, and then it's got a neat little strip here that we can use for other stuff. And then up at the top, it's got some card sizes that can be used for ATCs or other tags, some neat little images that can be cut out, and then all of these cute little sayings that you could cut out across there. Pure, all about me, girl, always, electric, excited, smile, babe, love, faith, cheerful, boy, and inspire me. Very fun. Love these. Use those in there. And then this, which I think is so awesome because I love these little, what do you call those? You know, the little thingy that you do. Well, anyway, they have those on there. And this is just beautiful. Beautiful paper. There's several other pages in this collection, but these are the 4 that I chose to work with for this book. And then Carrie loves the light bulb paper, but I didn't get light bulb paper, Carrie. I'm sorry. Also, they have stickers, and this is the Alphabet Mini cardstock stickers for Craftsman. And I love these, all these sayings up here. And they didn't leave girls out and boys. There's winter, there's summer, there's all kinds of fun stuff you can do. Spiffy, that's my kind of word. Love it. And then all these cute little ones back here. I love these. I think they're really cool. I use these all over in the book, and I'll be using them some more. There's enough little letters down here that you can spell all kinds of stuff. Yes, sticker letters. And then these. I had never played with these before. These are awesome. If you have not, they have a texture to them. They're a canvas sticker with texture, and they are very cool. I'm a very tactile person. I like to touch things, and I like to wiggle my paper and hear how it sounds. And these are very cool. They have a nice quality about them. You will love these if you've never tried them. And they're a good size too. So I use these in the book. And then I have MIA stamps here. Hang on. This is the Craftsman Cling set. And I just used my gears earlier, so I haven't cleaned them yet. But they come on a 4x6 sheet. They're all of these images, except for that one that keeps jumping off because I use him the most. Have you never wiggled your paper? Oh, listen. This paper makes a great sound. Listen. Okay. There you go. I wiggled my paper for you. Anyway, so here we go. Lots of great gears and chains in here. And a letter, because, you know, that's what you do. You spill your paper too. But these gears are great. And what's really great about this one that keeps falling off, is if you're in too much of a hurry to go get your acrylic block for it, it's the perfect size for the bottom of your ink. Just saying. Okay. So I'm going to stick these back on here. I'll refrain from singing for you, Carrie. I'll just wish you a happy birthday. All right. Now, the products. Oh my goodness. Use tons of new products. This is from the Vintage Trinkets collection. It comes on this leather thong type material, and it has 7 of these nice gears, and they're very heavy little gears. I was showing you one earlier. One side is more textured than the other, but isn't that neat? And they're very heavy. Love these. And this is called, I believe, Craftsman. It's from the Vintage Trinkets. And then also from the Vintage Trinkets for Craftsman is this item, which has some very cool things. You have another hot air balloon here, and you have this nice long one with these little bells and beads on them and charms. I love these. Use these in the books. I love this one. It's got an extra loop on either end. Well, actually, these two do be great for using in any kind of a chain or anything like that. Not that kind of thong. And then these. These are called junkyard findings. And this is the small typo bulbs. And look at them. They have little words on them. But if you look closely in my book in a minute, you'll see that some don't have the words on them. I'll show you how to acquire that if, you want to change them. These are very, very cool. They're flat on one side. I will show you these up closer. These are very cool. Love them. And then this. Okay. I created the book, and then I created the base of the book, which I'll explain that more in just a minute. And I still have cards left over, people. There are 30 cards in here, and they are very cool. They have this one with the lines and the reds and that aqua color that I love. And then this one with the gears. This makes a really nice frame. And then this one with some chains on it. They are white on the back. I'm going to show you really quickly what to do with that. Loving these. These are very cool. Honestly, this is probably my favoriteest one, if I could say that. I think these are really, really neat because it has this kind of water wheel thing going here. And the words, I believe this is the one that talks about Colorado or El Dorado County. And very cool. Lots of fun stuff you can do with these. And then, of course, you can't forget the hot air balloon. Very steampunky to have this hot air balloon. These are very cool. It's very different. It's funny, when I showed people this book, they were like, oh, I love that. And, we're very on board with how different it was. And I look at Prima stuff and, like, the Almanac collection and stuff, and I see the steampunkiness of it. It's very, very cool. Okay, these, totally awesome. These are nice big wooden clips, and they have the canvasy texture on them. And we use several of those in this. And look, there's Carrie's light bulbs. And these are called, they're just called wood clips, and they're Craftsman collection. Yes, those are the note cards for the Craftsman collection, the journaling cards. And then the last of their trinkety things that I got is this little velvet trinkets. And look at these. These are so cute. They have a little like bead cap on top. And then they have, this is a pom-pom, but it's kind of stiffened up. And then it's got little beads dangling off of them. And these are just too cute. I love these. Yes, very bobbly. So love these. I think they're fun. It is a stiff pom-pom. It's very stiff. But I like the dangly parts of it. I think it's very cool. And then this collection comes with these wood embellishments. They're called decorative wood embellishments. It has tickets and clocks. And the tickets are very cool. You have like admit one, courageous, thank you. And then these nice big chunky clocks. Very cool. And then also, this is a past product. And it's just decorative wood embellishments. And they have these gears in there, which I think are very, very cool. Yes, you need that. If you're a steampunk person at all, you need all these gears. I'm going to the bling because I'm very much a blingy girl. And they have bling that matches. I got 2 of the 3 swirly gigs. This is the Craftsman Say It in crystals. This is, I believe, the large swirl. This is not the largest swirl, but this is the medium swirl. And then this is the small swirl Say It in crystals, also for Craftsman. And these are very nice. I love they've got some metally pieces in them and like a dark or smoky quartz in them. And then we matched this set. And yes, I'm aware that that is fuchsia. But never fear. The alterer in me will show you how to make it not fuchsia. Unless you just want fuchsia stuck in there. But these are awesome, and they're a lot of fun, and they really do go with what we're working with, so I will show you how to deal with the fuchsia if you cannot deal with the fuchsia. And then, let's see, one little thing, I threw in a couple of these. Let me see if you can see them. These are their resist canvas, and these are very cool, but look here. There's keys and clocks and gears, oh my. And you get a whole bunch of these. You get 38 in a package. And so I will definitely share some of these with you. We hear a beeping sound. I'm sorry. My beeping sound, I know what it is. Hang on. There we go. All right, let's go to flowers. The Prima meter is going off. Okay. I moved those behind me, so if you hear me rattling for them. The flowers we chose are these lovely, lovely gray flowers. They're really nice. They come with a nice wire stem. I believe Carrie was just telling us last night that they like to make these because a certain Mr. Tim Holtz likes to dip his flowers, and they made some with those in mind. So, but anyway, these are the gray ones, and they're okay, but I'm going to show you how to kind of grunge them up and make them more steampunky and go with what we're doing. This is the Kennedy Blueberry Pack, and these are just beautiful. Love the texture of these. Many of my flowers, I will add some ink and stuff to. This is awesome. These are leather flowers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And very manly. I know I was talking to my boss, and she's like, flowers, really, for steampunk? I'm like, it works, trust me. And this is one of the reasons it does work. And these look really cool on pages with boys. So, love these. And these have like a little fuchsia and a little green flower in there also, and we can either color those or snip them off and just leave the rest of the dangly bits. So, and then we have these lovely ones. I believe these are the Tasha's. Yes, Tasha Gold. And these are gorgeous and look beautiful with this paper and bring out the gold in them. Love these. And these are very, very cute. I use 2 kinds of leaves. One is this set, which is called the Velvet Rainbow Natural set, and they have lovely kind of golds and tans, as well as green little leaves. And they're little. Look, okay, here's my nail. It's the size of my nail, people. Little. And then we use the Prima flower tube. And this is only available in, I believe Carrie said, like AC more, right? But it says 84 petals. And because this is a sticker and I had to check it out, it says it's a 1/4 pound of leaves. Isn't that funny? So just for reference, or is it a 1/4 pound or a 1/4 ounce? No, it's a 1/4 pound. 1/4 pound of leaves. So in case you wanted to know, 1/4 pound of leaves in the little pillar. Very nice. And there's some other really beautiful flowers here. Of course, these guys, which are just some paper burgundy roses, mulberry flowers, I believe they are. These came 48 in a pack. I don't need all 48 of them tonight, so I just grabbed some. And then these are also part of the Velvet Rainbow collection. These little mini flowers, and these are perfect. And even though those colors look a little bright, we can grunge them up a little bit and make them fit right in. And then I also have, this is called Precious Metals Collection in Chestnut. And these are beautiful paper flowers that are really nice and shiny and beautiful and lovely metal colors. They say metal, but when you're playing with them, they're paper. But they look metal because of all the shine on them. I know. I love these. These are so pretty. Love, love, love. And I believe, other than the inks, which are right here, I believe that's all the fun stuff I am playing with, which is a big old list, I know. But I have black and shabby toad and dark rust and brick wall and farmer's jeans. And all of these look really pretty with this. So, yes, definitely recording. Just, these are available at your local discount store that rhymes with Mart. And this also looks very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful with this collection. I don't think there were flowers released. Were there? I mean, not flowers, but ribbons for this one. Can we buy a kit with the products? You'll have to talk with Carrie about that once we get started and see how this goes. Because, oh, I forgot this. Sorry. These are very cool. This is called Innocence. And we rip these flowers up and stamp on them and color them. These are very, very cool. You will want to play with these because I had fun playing with these. So, yes, you can spray them, you can spritz them, you can stamp them. Everything I wanted to do tonight for you, I wanted to do with stuff that you could do primarily with Prima products. So, I don't have any spritzes that are Prima spritzes, and so I tried to stay with using their own inks and watering them and stuff like that, and that's cool. The other thing that I get from my gold, because I could not find a gold in this, a metallic-y shiny gold, is I'm using this Brilliance Gold Dewdrop, and this is awesome. This is Galaxy Gold. Love this. This is what's going to make the gold, like the gold on my flower here. It makes him all nice and grungy. Okay. The list is on the website, and then I'll also have a list, because what I'm going to do is, for tonight, I have put the book together, but while I was doing it, I took pictures of the base of the book, and that way, with measurements, full instructions, that will be on my blog tomorrow, so that you can download it, so you can construct the book from scratch, and then also, it'll go on into, you know, nice pictures of this, so you can have it all in front of you if you want to recreate this. Okay, on the cover, using some of the journal cards and the stickers, the nice canvas stickers, and then tucking in flowers and tucking in nice little metal trinkets and the wood pieces and the junkyard findings. And this is one of the ones that I took the word off of. And then, of course, some of the swirly bling. This book is 6 by 6. The cover is about 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay? And then when you open it up, this one, I put my cards in and then I realized that this was really stark white. I'll show you in the other one where I've done it. But this has lots of places to tuck things in. You can tuck things in here. And using, you know, the nice, this was on the front cover, so I kind of left this flat after the other. Here we'll have lots of places to journal. I haven't journaled it all up, and at the end you'll see there's places for us for the end of summer to put some stuff. But I've kind of given you an idea here of pictures and things, and you can see I'm using journaling cards again and the stickers from the cardstock stickers to make pockets to put things in. I really, really love pockets. And then here is one of the blings that I have gone in and colored to match our stickers. And you can see here on the innocent flowers, I've stamped them with the gears and colored them up. There are 3 sizes of the bulbs. And then this opens. And so like this talks about Will's baseball time. And it opens on out. And with the clips, I've gone in and added wood pieces and more of the Craftsman trinkets and stuff. We've just been going over some product, and now we're going through the book. I love this clip because I have things clipped in here, but I can add more right here. Also, I've created another strip pocket, kind of like the flower. And this, I can go back in and like the brackets and stuff for these games. I can put this in here and you can see it. And again, more of the bling that we've altered at the bottom with those lovely canvas gears. Pages like this that'll flip open. And then here we have the metal flowers with the Kennedy and the red bud and the leaves. And these are from the petal towers. And so I've edged them with kind of the gold and the brown so that it works really nice. And then this is one of the first little trinkets. Tied a nice little bow around the top of it and stuck it in here. It makes a nice little accent piece. And this is perfect because like this is going to be about Sam and her trip to her Grammy Papa's. And this becomes a pocket page to put in here letters and cards that we send each other along the way. And then this also becomes another pocket over here for more stuff. You can stick more pictures in it and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I used the Bind It All to put it together. And you'll see that in a minute. And then, you know, the lovely wooden clocks, more gears, more bling. These are the little rainbow velvet flowers and leaves, kind of grunged up. And then look, this is the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Of course, I forgot the name of this one. These are the leather flowers that we're talking, Laredo. These are the leather flowers. And for this page, I chose to cut off the pink and the green. But I could go ahead and color that in. And then tucked in between it are some of the little baubles with the beads. And this is one of the little sayings from that one page. So these all open up to tell the story of like, this was Will's summer camp. He was tapped out for Order of the Arrow. That's why I wanted to leave the Proud on this side. Lots of little places to hide things, write things, remember your summer, that kind of stuff. I love my Zutter. Zutter is my favorite way to make things. This is another little flap that was made inside so that we could have this pocket here to take things in and out of. And again, another light bulb that I've taken the words off of. So I'm going to show you how to do that in case you don't want a light bulb there. And more of just, this is just a single page, nothing pockety about it. It doesn't open. Another one of these. The book I'm going to show you in a minute, all of these are colored so you don't have that stark white. I'll show you how to do that. Very simple. Again, wood trinkets with the Kennedy and the little velvet rainbow flowers, and very fun. Love these. Love the stickers. Just simple as adding a little bit of ink to the flower. Makes it tie into the page a whole lot easier. Again, gears. Again, with the Laredo flowers. Love this. You would love it if they sold it as a gift. Carrie, I don't know who you talked to about that. Or Carla, excuse me, Carla. Another pocket here to bring this out with lots of the little wood trinkets, the tickets, and the little metal. I like with these, if I can, I tuck it so that the hole does not show in the top, and then the metal flowers. But if the hole's going to show, I like to put something through that, like a little string or something. And then another of the journal cards. And this page, we still have room down here to write more journaling. And I love this with all the tans and the beiges. And the gold, just hitting it on the tops of these, kind of brings it all together. And this time I decided to use the light bulb with the word on it. So it says love. And of course, the bling and all that. These are great. This is one of the single pages that are on the set that has a couple of 6x6. I know, the flowers look burnished. It's a lot of fun. And then another one with the dangly bits to remember. This was for part of the summer reading program. Another clip with a wood piece put on it. And still places where they can write in the back. They can write about their summer. We can put more pictures at the end of the summer. You know, put their book list, whatever. Lots of places for journaling. Lots of writing. And then here, because this is so big and I want it to open and close, I didn't want to mess this up with a whole bunch of ribbons and have it be in the way. So instead, what I did is I put a simple little bow, the leather thong that came with the trinkets, and then added back on some of the cogs. Added some of the vintage trinkets from Marion's collection on here, as well as a couple of the Craftsman trinkets that have the baubles and the little pom-poms. So that it makes a very simple little kind of grungy, metal-y thing. So, are we ready? Let's get started. Okay, so here's the base of the book. It's already done. It's very simple. These are pieces of bookboard, basil bookboard, that I have cut to just 1/4 inch over 6x6. So 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. And I did my pages so that it makes a nice mitered edge there. And I used the Miracle Tape to hold this down. Can't make a book without Miracle Tape these days. And then made the inset cover. This is just the other side. And then what I did is, in some cases, I didn't trim the edge of our journal card. I just stuck it in the Zutter and cut it. But in some cases, if it's too extra bumpy, I went ahead and trimmed a little smidge off the edge so that it would fit into the Zutter. What is Miracle Tape? Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you asked. This is Miracle Tape. It comes in about 7 sizes plus sheets. And it's a really strong double stick tape. I get mine from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. And it has this white paper on the outside. And it's super sticky on the inside. It'll hold all kinds of things. And this is great because, unlike red line tape, if you were to put embossing powder and stuff on it, it doesn't bubble or whatever. I'm not sure, Babu. I have not used score tape. I've always been using this for about a year now. And I love this. Before that, I used red line tape. And red line tape was okay, but I think this holds better, actually. So, but this is my book tape of choice. And then, as I was going along, I made pockets. Now, for the pages that flip out, these are 6 by 11. And they're folded so that there's an inch margin here. And they just flip out, and so 6 by 11, crease it at 5 inches, and there you go. Yes. You can tear it with your finger, but I would still use scissors. It's just who I am. And see, these are very simply made. I made these with my Shabby Tote. I'll show you this really quick. And I just used it direct from this and swirled it to cover it, and to also kind of cover the shape, kind of twisting it a little bit as you go, unless you really like the little iron shape. If you like the little iron shape, don't twist it. But if you don't like the iron shape, just twist it a little bit. And depending on the edge of the outside, like this one I believe is black, yes, then I just ran these. And these are super. It's a chalk kind of ink consistency if you're not familiar with these. And they're called edgers, and they do exactly that. They edge. And you can get as grungy as you want, or just put a little edge to it to kind of give it a definition. And that's what I did with these. And then I used my new little friend, my little rubber stamp. And let's see, this one will even fit too. I want to use brown on him. They are very, very inky. Very inky. And like I said, I love chalk ink, and these are awesome. These are awesome texture, awesome color. I had got Shabby Tote one time as a door prize from Prima, and I was thrilled to be able to pick up several more colors to work with this album, because it's really cool. And just go around the edges. Very simple. I did that for all of these. You'll see as you turn them, and do that before you punch the book, because oh my goodness, it's an ordeal if you don't. So these are already done. This next page is one of my pocket pages. This was 6 by 12, and I just glued the bottom. And then the last thing I need to do is to take this hole punch, and this is about a 1-inch punch, and I want to do it from this side because I also have over here another pocket, a journal pocket, and punch a half circle, and that makes it where you can easily put tags in or memorabilia or whatever. Shabby Tote. Shabby Tote is the color I'm using here. That is the creamier color that looks really pretty with this line of paper. And then made another journal card into a side pocket that goes up and down, so you can stick lots of fun stuff in there. This is another one of the pages that is 11 by 6. And then this little page is just a 4 by 6 that acts as another place to journal. And you can have it go outside like this, or you can have it go inside like this. Either way. Yes, I like things that open up like that. So a lot of my albums are very kinetic. I can put lots of stuff in here. I know these papers are awesome. Love them. And then another one of the journal cards here. And this time, instead of going all the way around it, I just stamped down one side. Very simply. This is one of the pages that this is all over the back, and then you have this lovely blue, I believe. Yes, this is one of those. And then the other side is red. You'll see that one in a minute. This is one of the ones that I wasn't sure would fit in the Zutter and bind it all very well, but it did just fine. Even though it's all humpy bumpy here, the blue one, you'll see in a minute, we have to trim it. And so again, just went down the side of this one. They are very gorgeous. Love, love, love these. And then this is another of the 11 by 6 pages with the flip out, so that you have all this space and all that space. And then this one is a little shorty one. And here, this pocket opens on the side. And the difference in these two is, instead of my fold being here, my fold was on the side earlier when I had the pocket going up. My fold is inside, and I glued the top and the bottom. And again, going to use my 1-inch hole punch to make my tab. And that could be anywhere. You could make your tab anywhere on here. Makes it perfect. And then another journal card. See, I was on the ball. I got them all colored this time, right? And then this is another one of the pages. That's the quarter page of the panel. And then the final page is just another little 4x6 to go here. And I use my Bind It All. If you've never used a Bind It All before, you put your book together and then you put your back cover on your front. The long wire goes against the back cover. You load all your pages in there and then you crimp the spiral and it's good. But it's 65-pound weight, Mommy. So that, I took tons of pictures, okay? And there will be a tutorial on my blog tomorrow. Look for it before 7 p.m. It'll be done by then. So, love, love, love this. Now, the reason I wanted to do that is because, oh my goodness, it's already 9:15 almost, and we haven't even put a flower one on here. So if we weren't busy constructing all that, then that's what it would be. The covers of the book are like 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, but all the pages on the inside, the maximum page is 6 by 6. I know, got to get some flowers on here. The first thing I did was get my journal cards out. These are great. You've already seen me use a bunch for pockets and things. They're wonderful whole, but they're also equally as fun cut in half. So I'm going to cut this one. That was about 3 3/4 inch. I'm going to put him on here. And because I am a believer that Carrie knows what she's doing when she talks about using Fabri-Tac, and people, she does. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac to glue most of my stuff down, but for paper to paper, I like to use either my tape runner or my Tombow mono adhesive. And I'm going to use this to make my ribbon around the front, but I need this popped down first. So I'm going to stick him on here over a little like this. And I'm going to make sure the words are going the right direction. And since that one is not going the right direction, I'm going to put that to the side. I'm notorious for putting my words down upside down. Sorry, guys. We're going to try this again. We're going to put this right here. And the words are going the right direction now. So we'll save this bad boy for later. And I'm not going to stop and put stickers on because that's going to take too much time. The Zetter does have different sizes. I am using the 3/4 inch black for my binding so that it's nice and chunky and can handle that. And I have to turn this way to tie my bow. I like to tie my bow leaving the ribbon on the spool. I waste a lot less ribbon that way, I have found. And I'm going to guesstimate where I want my bow. I'm at about right there. And I'm not tacking it down yet. I'm going to tack it down after I get my bow made. Okay, that's going to work. All right. I'm going to tie a knot here first. Okay. And I have to turn it this way to finish my bow because I have to tie it this way. It's just that way. And I want my petals on my bow to be about the same. There we go. But beyond that, these are going to kind of stick out around the flowers. I'm going to leave that one the way it is. Now, before I get glue in my flowers, I want to glue down just the insides right here, just a little bit. And I'm using the Fabri-Tac glue to glue this down, which is perfect for gluing the flowers down and any kind of fabrics like ribbons and stuff. And it's by Beacon, and it's awesome. But this side I want to leave up so that I can use it for sticking stuff under, okay? So we're going to set this aside for a minute and get our flowers ready, because we're going to grunge up our flowers a little bit. So I'm going to stick this aside. And I'm going to start with my gray flower. And this one I've already taken the wire off of. And then also we need some of the metal flowers and some of the burgundy flowers. And we're going to need some light bulbs. And I promised you I'm going to show you the light bulbs. So let's grab a light bulb. Okay. These come 8 in a package, and they say love and cute and sweet and me and us and to and you and R. But I know I'm not going to use 2 on a light bulb. Okay? I just know I'm not. They're acrylic. They're flat on the back. Okay? Not going to use 2. This just happens to be like a rub-on on the surface. And so if you don't have nails to do this, find something to gently scratch it off, like maybe a popsicle stick. And these letters just scratch right off. So if you look at them and you go, you know, I really don't like words on my light bulbs. Well, you don't have to have words on your light bulbs. So, how cool is that? She said the letters were inside. Or a nail. Use the nail. So, take the words off if you don't like the words. And if you're a really good, really good person at doing the rub-ons, you could rub on new words with little bitty letters. I'm just saying. And let's see, we need some gears, and we need some dangly bits, and we need some all kinds of stuff. This will get us started, okay? With these, the easiest way to get rid of them is to use your little snippers and snip off the edges and off the wires. The thing about steampunk, when you're working with steampunk, is think metals, think old, think aged, and from there you can go forward. Lots of colors in steampunk are all the metal colors, the bronze, the gold, the copper, steel colors. So this bright green leaf, gonna look a little weird. So we need to get that changed. And this blue flower, it's pretty in and of itself, but if we just go and stick it on here, it needs a little help. And also, things need a little help to kind of tie them together. So what I did, after I kind of smushed just a little bit, is I started with my browns, okay, and kind of added some brown on here, highlighting the tops of the leaves. And this is the dark rust brown. So really it's rust, not brown. Added that on there to give it kind of a burnished, not burnished, but a a dirty look, kind of an industrial look, okay? And I left alone the metal flowers and I left alone the red flowers because they're already kind of dirty a little bit. But to tie them all together, because right now they're kind of looking like a collection of just flowers, okay? Just flowers. I'm going to use this Brilliance Gold, this Brilliance Galaxy Gold. This is lots of fun because when you take it back on top of the flower, it is a nice metallic that will be on top and stick it, you know, just perfect. Love this. So on top of this already metallic-y looking flower, just kind of tap it to get just a hint of gold on the edges. Okay? Again, just tap these little flowers just ever so gently. Or roughly if you want to. Depends on how gold happy you want to be. And then your little red petals, do the same thing. Yes, I love ink. And I love this gold. This is my favorite gold. I have this in gold and silver and I think copper. And I love them all. I'm doing several flowers. I'm not going to put all these flowers on at one time. And then the same happens here. For our green leaf, kind of rough it up a little. Okay. And then here, just dip the edges in the gold. Okay. So it has just a hint of gold on the edge with the browns. And that'll bring it back down to the colors we need. Okay. Anybody have any questions on that? So in order to stick that on our page, start with the big flowers because they're the big ones you've got to accommodate. I'm going to stick this guy on here with my Fabri-Tac glue. If you've never used Fabri-Tac glue in this way, you should try it. It's awesome. So while that's sitting there, I'm going to clip my roses that I want to use. There is a leaf on the bottle. How observant are you? The reason there is a leaf on the bottle is because if you're not paying attention where your heat tool is and you're heating, and then all of a sudden you look and your glue is like, it looks like a lava lamp going on the side, you have heat gunned too close to your glue and there's a leak. So I covered it with a leaf. Yes. Actually, it was more kind of a lava lamp effect. I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of, oh, crap. I'm heating too close to my my surface here. And so, and I love these little roses. I'm just sticking them in the middle of my stuff, making sure my bow kind of peeks through here and there. Angry glue. It's different than angry glue. It's you know, glue on fire is what that is. It's glue on fire, and I was very pleased that it stopped with a leaf. It was happy with the leaf, and so I sacrificed a leaf for my glue. And I almost forgot my bling to go on here. Can't forget bling. The bling I used on the cover was the little bling, the little swirls, mini swirls. And these are neat because there's a ton of them. There we go. And so I want some mini swirls here and yon. And these are all kind of like in a little matrix of glue. And you can stick them, let's see, I'll stick one up here under. Come on, stick down. There you go. Sometimes you have to talk to them. Let them know that it's okay. You know, they may be afraid at first to stay down, but just stick them on. And then I want this one to kind of come out under here. And this piece of bow is getting in my way, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it now. There we go. I love inking the flowers, and that was, it just ties it back in. If you look at the bottom of the page of the paper you get from Prima, it has on the strip little letters. Let me see if I can grab one here. Okay, here. It has the colors that tie this together. And so if you match those, add a little bit of that color back onto your paper, on your flowers, especially if you're using mulberry flowers and stuff, and that just works it back into your design and brings those back out. So I love that. I love when you get little hints on color so that you can, and it doesn't hurt when you have Carrie helping you shop for your flowers. You did not know that? Yes, because if you have, like, this beige is kind of the shabby taupe color, and the browns are kind of that rusty brown. And so if you're putting that back onto your flower or what you're working with and just have a little hint of it, yeah, the color dots, well, these are the colors that you're going to work with. So they're there for guidance. Okay, I think I want this one. Let's stick him back in here. And this is great glue for wood. Or you can use a booger dot if you're into booger dots. And when I was gluing on my little light bulbs, I found that I could get a nice thickness of glue under the light bulb. And here he is. He's hiding under a leaf. And I just put it down here on the back. Got a nice little plop of it. And there you go. Now you'll be looking at the strips. Strips tell you a lot about printing of things. If you're not familiar with things like this, sometimes the glues you use will cloud up the back. The E6, not the E6000, the Fabri-Tac, putting a little glue behind the metal part here, it does great, and you don't see it at all. And this also works wonderfully. We need to get our metal flowers in here. And our leaf. Where'd our leaf go? The leaf we actually used. Tuck in some leaves. Need to tuck another leaf. Do this like Carrie does. She just dumps them. Okay. It's easier to dump them. Actually, the other side of the strip is just white now on this collection. Because this is the other side of the strip. It's just white. I don't know why. I was expecting patterned. I've seen some that are patterned. But the other side is just white. My arm is glittered. If you look really closely, when you look at me, my cheeks are glittered also. I'm just glittered. I'm sparkly that way. Glitter is my favorite color. I will admit that openly. And so usually I am glittered. When my husband goes to work, he is usually glittered as well. You know, we try not to allude to the fact that, you know, people might think I do strange things at night. They already think I do strange things at night. And, you know, there are other things that involve glitter that I'm pretty sure they think we do. I don't know. But I have a glittered husband. Putting in some vintage trinkets, or not vintage trinkets, that is a wood embellishment. And then adding in these beautiful metal flowers. I love these. These are so pretty. Does anybody have any questions? And these little baubles, these little trinket baubles that go with Craftsman, put a little glue on the bead cap of it and hold it there for a second and it will stay. It is beautiful. So move that out of my way. Okay. So you can futz with your ribbon a little if you want to make it not so swirly, or make it swirlier. Okay. So put your date down here with your canvas stickers. Put your theme if you don't want it to be summer, if you want it to be something else. Now this is the great thing about Fabri-Tac. This is stuck, guys. I can move on. I love that. Now for the second page, just adding some of these wonderful little Laredo flowers and some more gears and stuff. I'm going to show you one more of these, and then I want to show you some of the embellishments things, because that's where you can really have a lot of fun with altering things and fixing them the way you want. And I know you've seen everybody stack leaves and flowers a dozen times before, so I don't want to bore you with something like that. I'd rather show you some fun techniques for getting the most out of your product, so that if maybe you don't have tons and tons to spend, you can alter them to match things better with what you're working on. I love the leaves too. Now, like I said before, if I'm sticking one of these on something where the hole is going to show, I'm putting a piece of twine or something in there. But since I'm going to stick him like this, his hole is not going to show. And he's just going to hang out in there. Okay? So let's get decorating some things. I'm going to move this out of the way to do some decorating, and then we'll bring it back up, okay? Everybody good with that? Let's do a couple of the paper clips. Let's do that one and this one. We'll do all the paper clips at once. This is part of the leather cording, also known as thong. This is what those vintage trinkets came on. They are clothespins. What did I call them, Jess? I'm sorry. They're clothespins. They're called wood clips. And this is from the Craftsman collection. Yes, I said thong. Y'all are so silly tonight. Okay. Now, what I've used is pieces of the wood embellishments, like the cog. Love the cog. I'm going to use a tag, a ticket that says thank you, because we want to say thank you for the good summer. And then I also have used another one of the little clocks in the bunch here. Okay, let me grab those out. And the reason I grab them out and stick them here is, except for this one, I went ahead and took a piece of paper and backed them, because for the one like this, you can see the back of it. And I didn't want it to just show the back of it like that. I wanted it to have a, yeah, the back of it is just kind of boring. And it needed something. So, I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper here. I wrote this is scrap paper. It would be one without a balloon on it. There we go. We're going to use this. And I'm going to glue these down to the paper and cut them back out. So I'm going to get those started first. And I want that color, so I'm going to glue it on this side. I'm sorry. Here I am. I had a Schwann's man one time that came to my house, and he was going to sell me the trifle. And I said, the trifle? And he said, the trifle. I said, did you want the trifle? And I had to have him say it a couple of times because I really wasn't certain what he was saying the first time. And what he meant was trifle. Trifle. And I said, you mean the trifle? And he goes, yeah, the trifle. Cracks me up. Okay, I'll quit digging around the hole for that. I'm just going to open the other one. So, would you like the triple? Yeah, the dessert. Thank you for coming, Dee Dee. I'm recording it, and it's still recording, so it will be here recording. Now, since these have nothing on them, on the tops, and the tops are going to be showing, I am going to use a little bit of twine. And actually, I think this is like a really thin hemp. That I have. It's just a brown hemp cord, and it's thinner than normal cord, almost a thread. Moose Tracks. We're talking about Moose Tracks. Oh my goodness, Moose Tracks are a delightful ice cream. Very yummy, and they have chocolate bits and oh yum, yum yum. I'm jealous. I think I have just plain. Actually, I don't have any ice cream. I was gonna say I think I have just plain vanilla, but I do not believe I have any ice cream. So and if I gave myself enough thread, I can make a little bow here, I think. Nope. Let's try that again. Yeah, they've got peanut butter cups in them. And, oh, they're yummy. I think it's a Tom Thumb product. I'm not sure. I'm not certain of that. I know Mommy has them at her house, and she shops at Tom Thumb. I think tonight this is just going to be a little scruff at the top. There we go. And this is going to be a little scruff at the top. Apparently I have stromboli in my oven waiting on me. Homemade by the husband. So. Okay, here we go. And then these are just going to be stuck on my gear. Okay. And then this one is stuck on here. And I'm gluing the wood to it instead of putting the glue all down the clip itself, because there's holes and I may have a bunch of glue everywhere and it'll be seeping up through. So this is one, set it aside. And that I'm okay with the back of the gear staying wood color. But with these that are more solid, I kind of wanted to go with putting a backing on it and giving it a little more finished look. And the reason I sanded that was to kind of where my cutting was not so close to the edge of the wood. I wanted to kind of cover that. And now this one is ready for its gear on it. And kind of hold that. And then now it's ready to be attached to this one. And this one is one I attached it to. And if you see, it's got all these nice little words here about being proud and funny and that kind of thing. Well, I want this to be able to show, so I don't want to cover it up. And so I'm going to glue it to the back of the wood clip. And this time I went glue to clip. So there you go. There is a method to my madness sometimes. So I'm going to let that one sit and dry. And then finally, covering this one. And you don't have to cover any of them if you don't want to. I just think, especially if I'm giving this as a gift, and my kids were already glad that I was making two because they think they need to. I don't know why they think they need to, but I think one is plenty, and I think Grammy needs one. That's what I think. But yeah, that's me. So and to get to the hole better, I just cut a file smaller. That's my own little trick. I don't have the handy dandy distress edgers. I didn't think about that when I was looking at all the fun toys. And these are very forgiving. If you don't get it exactly on there with your ink, you can cover up what you've done. So okay, and this one, glue him down to the front of this, and we're good. We've got our 3 little clippies finished. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so those are ready for our book. So I'm going to put these aside, so we don't need them right this second. The next thing I want to show you is altering your bling to match, and then we're going to do the flowers. So is everybody okay with me continuing, or do we need to let folks go, or... Okay, you're good with that? Okay. Okay, this is one that I've already started with. And just kind of experiment. What I used to alter these with is just Bic markers. And when I experimented, I found that if I colored with my brown Bic market, that it made it look red, which was quite the boon, in my opinion, because I wanted red bling or blue bling, but not fuchsia bling. And so this is just a regular woodsy brown Bic market, and color away. So like this, if I didn't want it to look like a pink flower, let me see if I can get that closer for you guys. Didn't want a pink flower. Now I have a nice red flower with red petals, and that's just with the brown. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. It would definitely work with alcohol inks because it's solvent based. Likewise, if you got it colored and you didn't like what color it was, you could use the blending solution to take it back off. We must have run out of brown cinders. I don't know. I think we actually ordered these ones, Carrie. I don't know. But this is fine. I am okay with altering things. And like here, if I wanted this to be blue instead, this is just the deep sea blue. Because the other thing is maybe you can't afford bling to go with everything. So being able to alter it makes it very much more useful for you. Yes, you know? So getting a little extra bang out of your product is always nice. So I like these. I think these are wonderful, and altering them is a great idea and makes them very, very handy. And this is why this is fun. This is one of my last little innocent flowers. And I'm going to leave him on the card while I'm altering him, but I want to rip his center out. Carrie said we could do this and it would be okay, and she promised he wouldn't scream. So carefully just kind of pull him off. Be careful because he has his stamen is got a nice I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a piece of metal in there, so be careful. Okay, just be careful. Don't, yeah, be careful. Be careful out there when you're ripping your flowers apart. Now, again, like I told you earlier, I wanted to use the colors that you would normally find because not everybody is a mister. I'm just recently coming into my mists. I like making my own mists. And so this is a dye-based ink. So in theory, it's going to act like dye-based inks. So that when I do this to it, and then I take some mist, I'm going to grab this piece of packing material to mist with, okay? When I take some water, this is just plain water, and I mist it, the ink is going to blend, okay? And if I wanted to add into it just a little bit of brown or whatever, you know, on the edges, I could. Okay? And then, you know, keep in mind, these have a mulberry base, which means they get very saturated very fast. So, I know. So who needs mist when you can just take your plain old Prima inks and tap and color. And grunge it up. You see under there, it didn't quite get very misty, so. But a dye ink will almost always bleed for you. That's just the nature of a dye ink. And the chalk inks are no different. So you can, while you have this wet, this flower, you can scrunch up so that that very flat flower can be a more three-dimensional flower. This one I don't want to do that to. So let me pull it back out. But you could if you wanted to, okay? This one I want to stamp on, so I need to squinch him back out. Come here, get out. But, you know, the option is there, just so you know. And see, this is the point at which I melted my glue the other night, because I was busy playing with my flower. Okay. And now, he's dry to the touch, so when I go back in, I can take my brown ink, or, ooh, my gold ink. We'll do some gold ink too. Yes, I'm playing with my flower. I'm going to go in with my gold ink. I know. Oh yes, this is going to be awesome. Just that little bit of sparkle with the gold. Love that. And then find my bling here. Peel that puppy off. Stick in the middle. And now you have a totally different looking flower. And so don't let the little center on the inside be neglected. I'm going to clip, before I hurt myself, this piece of metal on the back. There we go. Much better. And I want to alter with blue. I'm going to play with my flower again. There we go. And this is a two-handed job. I know, this is the blue jean. Let's see, I think it's Farmer's Denim. I'll have to find it again in a minute. Oh, it's right here. Yes, it's the Farmer's Jeans. And I love that. Yes, it's a two-handed job, Kiki. It's a two-handed job with playing with my flower. Oh no, I've got one too. I'm with you on that one. Sir? Okay, so this is dry, and what I love about this is it's got natural depth. You know, I just kind of blop, blop, blop on it, and so the light is on the outside and the dark is focusing on the center. I think that's very cool. And then, here we go. Kind of touch the edges with the gold. And there you go. Ta-da! Yes, I'm using Dark Bark, Farmer Jeans, Chevy Tote, Brick, and Black. So, I'm not using black on the flowers, though. Although you could if you wanted to. It'd be very good for spooky flowers. But this Innocence collection, I love this because these are very, very alterable little flowers. And you can do all kinds of stuff. Not shabby toe. Tote. Like a bag. Tote. Funny, funny people. Okay, back to the book. So, when you're over here and you need a little something. You can do Carrie's trick of kind of sticking this over. Sorry, guys. Turn this where you can see it. Sticking this over here in the corner. Backing it out. Beck, I get that question all the time about my nails, and I've been doing this with the nails for a year and a couple of months, and now I can't craft without them. I'm so used to them being there, I can't craft without them. So, very simple ways to deal with pages here. Again, just little bits of bling here and there and yon. And pages like this, I use the stickers on the sides here to write in, you know, what this one was about. And I'm going to just kind of stick this up here. And I want to bring out, ooh, the Kennedy flowers. Yeah. The Kennedy flowers and the Tashas, because those are very, very pretty. And you need to see those again, because they're very, very pretty. And they're hiding. Yeah. These are awesome. You lost a fake nail. What are we talking about? I came back in on fake nail talk. Okay, here we go. And again with these, if you decide you want to help kind of tie it together, like these lighter ones, I came back in with some ink on the edges. I'll show you again in a minute. This one I'm going to put a little gold on the edges. Bye, Linda. Carrie, do you want me to kind of stop and let them finish with following up on my blog tomorrow, or how do you want to do this, madam? Because I know some of you can't stay here for 4 hours while we finish the book. No, the book is not going to take 4 more hours. But okay, let me stick this in because I showed you my tricks. I don't think I left anything out that I wanted to show you. I showed you how to make some extra added embellishments. I showed you doing the altering of the flowers. Showed you changing the bling. I know, time flies. There's my blog. And I have this fully photographed on my blog for you tomorrow and putting everything in. But it's same as building over and over again. Adding your flowers, tucking in the bling, tucking in the trinkets. I'll run through this really quick so you can kind of see where we went with things. You know, in the pages. This one is using a couple of different inks, the reds and the blues, and coming back in with the brown. Kind of looks tie-dyed. Remember, scratching off your letters if you don't like the words. You know, alter, alter, alter. Again, where I've added ink back onto the flowers. So, if there aren't any questions, I'm going to wrap it up so y'all can go spend the rest of your time. And I will have, again, on my blog, I think Carrie threw my link up there, but I should be able to click on this. My blog is at leslieray.blogspot.com. And if you go to kimtag.com/leslieray, you will find all the ways that you can link up with me. And you know, I have a live stream that I do 3 times a month. So I'm going to come back up. Yay me. That's all the Prima that I showed you and dumped right there. So if there aren't any questions, thank you for letting me come and play in your sandbox. I really appreciate it. And y'all have a wonderful week. And thank you. I love it. I love how it came out. And we'll talk with Carrie. I had a couple of people, I think Carrie, saying they wanted a kit. So it's a very big kit, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. And all the list of everything will be available on the blog. So thank you. I appreciate you, and come again.